Peace, blessing, salutations, real life, real talk. These are the days of our lives. Yarima Karama here. And yes, these are the days of our lives. Getting right to the point, it's no BS. We know that we just lost like um like it wasn't even a full 24 hours. We just lost two brothers who were murdered, brutally murdered by the police. And I probably won't even really check this post, so I know the trolls will be on here. So I'll just give you a quick fu before I even finish this video. So anyway, for the people who follow the movement, for the people who are tuned in. Here's the thing. So people have been inboxing me all night. Like, what is the resolution to this? What can we do? And there are a few things that can actually be done. And so I didn't come on here to make this a long drawn out thing. There are a few things that can be done. What I told them that I'm not doing is I'm not marching. If you want to march, probably call on your neighborhood Al Sharptons or Jesse Jacksons. I'm not marching. We know that has been ineffective, and so quite frankly, marching does nothing. What I said, however, is that there's no basically they've declared war. At the end of the day, they've declared war, and we can continue to try to justify. You'll get the black regime that tries to justify, well, miss me with that, man. Miss me with that. The body count is stacking up, so you justify it in your homes. What I have told people is that in order to kind of speak back, because they've declared war. So in order to kind of speak back, my suggestion would be very simple, and it's easy. There's a discipline involved, and this is not a thing where people. We live in a microwave society. People want what they want right now, and change doesn't come like that, man. Change doesn't come like that, and that's part of the problem, is that we got to start thinking 50, 100, 200 years ahead. When we talk about our children, our children's children's children, we have to start thinking in those terms. So what I said is that people should really not even spend their money. I mean, the Walmarts, the local malls, the Kmarts, the Targets, the Home Depots, all these retail outlets, Saks Fifth, Macy's, all of that stuff should be it. It should There should be no need to go there. No need at all. The only thing people should spend their money on is their immediate needs. And immediate needs, a need is food. A need is not MK bag or Air Jordans. And I know that some people just they have this thing where they got to spend, it's it's a shame, because a young brother he and I were conversing, well, not conversing, but we were on Facebook, kind of, and he was upset, and I know I felt the brother. He was upset, and his position was like, Urema, man, at the end of the day, especially like the young guys, man, young guys, they want to look fly. They're not going to, they want to spend their money. They're not going to, not spend their money. They're not going to boycott. They're not going to, these guys, they want the Jordans. They want stuff like that. They trying to look fly. And my response to him is that, first of all, in the last 3 years, with the body count that has been, Michael Jordan hasn't come out and said a damn thing. So we kind of know how Michael Jordan feels about this. He has no feeling whatsoever. He could care less. And like I explained to him, that right there is quite frankly, answer enough for me to not even want to wear his stuff, which I don't wear it anyway. But that right there would be even more incentive for me to keep my money in my pocket and say, yeah, Mike, Nike, whoever won't be getting a dime of this. And so that's my position, man, is not giving up a dime except on needs. And I also want to pinpoint that black businesses should be supported because they need to sustain. They need to sustain, and we need to send a message to white America that, hey, you want to kill our people? We can't spend our money with you. We can't spend our money. And for a country that's $19 trillion in debt, us not paying into your retail, us not paying into your corporations, that the majority of them that got rich off the back of our ancestors anyway, us not paying into that, maybe that'll give you some incentive to start prosecuting, start convicting, start giving the death penalty to some of these cops. Maybe that'll put some legislation in place that the whole system needs to be revamped and rebuilt. Maybe there are things that maybe we can, groups can sit down at the negotiating table. But I think up until that point, there should not be a dime spent on retail. And I tell people all the time, we have enough in this country. You don't need 10, 20 pairs of shoes. You don't need to wear a different outfit for the next 5, 6 months. Come on, man. We have an overabundance. So that's the easiest thing that I think that we can do, is just not spend our money. I mean, I haven't spent money on clothes for the last 2 years. Real talk. I don't, because when we were going through, the thing with Eric Gardner, Sandra Bland, Michael Brown, and Tamir Rice and all of that, my thing was, you know what, if I go out here and spend my money for a company that won't speak up, for a company that pretty much probably hates me, but they love my money. If I spend my money, I would feel like a sucker going to sleep at night. I would feel like a real fool, like I'm spending my money and you're out here condoning my people being killed. And so we know that money talks. And so we know that the rich are the ones who basically dictate to the police, because that's who the police protect. They're not here to protect and serve you and I. They're here to protect the interest of the rich. So if the rich, if their bank accounts aren't being filled up, maybe they can tell the police, hey, it's a hands-off policy on them. We're losing money over here. I mean, I don't know. But my thing is I'm not going to give those retail outlets, any of them, a goddamn penny, man. I've pretty much been on that. I've been doing that. So I'm going to continue. But if we want to talk about doing something that could possibly, I mean, let's see if the analogy that we give, that some people talk about, let's see if it works. Let's see if the piggy bank helps by us not contributing to their piggy bank. And let's remember that there's no struggle that comes easy, man. There's sacrifice, and it takes a discipline. We have to remember the bus boycott that our ancestors successfully pulled off. The bus boycott. Some of them they walked for a whole year. And it came to a point where, hey, we're missing money here. Yeah, you are. And so that would be my suggestion. And I would also ask that, because this needs to be a nationwide thing. So I would also ask that for the viewers, you send in information on where black businesses in your particular communities are located. We need to know the location of black businesses all over the nation, so the people that live in certain states, they know where they have access to these businesses. Let this be a time to build black business, because black businesses need to be sustained during this time. But Walmart's, Kmart's, Target's, Saks Fifth, Sears, J.C. Penney's, Macy's, all these other outlets uh, that that do nothing, that speak up, that or don't speak up. Um, hey, I wouldn't give them a dime. Wouldn't give them a dime. Only on needs. The need is you need to pay your rent. That's a need because you need a place to stay. Do you really need to upgrade your iPhone? No. A need is, like I said, you need food because you need to eat to sustain life. Do you need to go to the Asian beauty shop to get your hair done? Absolutely not. Now, would it be beneficial if you went to the black uh, beauty shop where the ladies are doing hair and stuff like that to support their business? Absolutely, because they got to sustain life. So I just think that this has to be a remedy, man, and it needs to be done on a national scale. And let our dollars talk. We're a powerhouse. You're talking about a country that's $19 trillion in debt. Let's see how they feel about no money being contributed to their retail outlets. Let's see. I would really like to see how those corporations feel about that. I'm just saying. I mean, let's make this a concerted effort to to send a message. You're not going to keep killing us, man. You're not going to keep killing us. And if you are going to keep killing, well, getting money out of us will be like getting blood out of a turnip. Let's send that message to them and see let's see how that works out for them. So my name's Yurima Karama. If you have businesses, know of businesses out there, black businesses that people can go for clothing. This is something, man, we need to stand on this for like 6 months to a year, real talk. And I think you might come to find out, you might just come to find that, hey, you might come to find that you really like holding your money and not giving it to the people that really deep down hate you. So let's try that. My name is Yurima Karama, man. These is real life, real talk. These are the days of our lives. These actually are the days of our lives because brothers out here are being slaughtered. Sisters out here are being slaughtered. Children out here are being slaughtered. Something needs to be done. And by the way, before I go, if you know anybody within the prisons that you're connected with, if you have relatives, friends, family members in the prisons, send them that same message. Tell them don't spend their money up in there. They really shouldn't be going to work, but tell them they really should not be spending their money in those prisons. It's just real. So with that said, my name is Yurima Karama. Peace, blessings, salutations. One, I'm out.